Hey, baby.
What's up, mama?
Hi, guys. So today we're going to talk about something that is hopefully helpful to people. The keys to a successful and long-lasting relationship. Now, I wish that we had an older couple that's been together for like 50, 60 years.
And a younger couple.
Here with us. Too. We'll revisit this, I'm sure, and we'll have that same conversation. But we're going to give you guys some key components that we use that work for us. Again, every couple is different. Every relationship is different, but there are certain factors that are that common thing. You know, these are common factors that we feel could be helpful to some people. All right. If they work for you, great. If they don't, sorry. Okay.
But we still here. We done been together since
high school. So yeah, we've been together for a long time.
Happy. So that's the key factor.
Well, that's why I said a successful and long last. When I say successful, I don't mean money. I mean successful, like a happy relationship, like a genuinely happy one, not happy for the cameras, not happy for social media. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Not fake. Really successful behind closed doors. Happy behind closed doors.
Tonight.
You was already successful this morning.
And I want to be successful again tonight.
All right. Anywho, so with that being said, let's start with number one. What's number one?
On this list?
Yes. On our list.
Keep faith at the center.
Yes.
Some form of faith, whatever your faith is, whatever you believe in, whatever religion you believe in, or however you determine your faith, keep it at the center of your relationship. You got to believe in something.
Mm-hmm. Keep God at the center of your relationship for those who don't understand what he's saying.
But everybody doesn't believe in God or Allah or Buddha or whatever the case may be. Keep your faith at the center. Like, I would say your morality. Keep your morals and all of that at the center, because I guess that's where all of that comes from. That's where you get your morals from. So that's what you want to have at the center. You want to make sure that that's aligned. And not that two, I don't want to say that two different religions can't be aligned, because they absolutely can. But the morality of your faith
that's a good way to put it,
aligned.
The morality of it. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Because like you said, there's couples that have two different religions. It's rare, but it's definitely out there. I would also say you pray together, manifest together, or for one another. Because I know for me, I pray for you constantly. I pray for protection over you. I pray for strength for you.
And again, that's whatever y'all believe. If it's dreaming together, which is to me is manifesting.
We do that too.
Do whatever it is, but do it together. Like sharing each other's future together. So when you talk about the future, do it together. Include each other in your future. When y'all talk, what kind of house you want. Do you want 2 dogs, 1 dog, 3 kids, 1 kid, whatever it is. But y'all should be doing that together. You have to plan your future together, because you can't say you see a future with someone and there's no plan for it.
There's no we involved. Yes. Yeah. And another thing, trust.
Absolutely.
Trust is so crucial to a successful relationship, because if you don't have trust, it's very uncomfortable. Like you're constantly on edge.
If you don't have trust, I don't think you have a relationship.
Right.
Honestly, nobody should be worried about somebody going to the grocery or something. And you worried about them doing something like that.
Also, it's stressful. To me, I would be stressed out if every time you went to the grocery store, I'm thinking like, oh, I wonder if he's going to go cheat on me. If that's the case, y'all, leave them alone. Or I would say leave them alone. Go get some help, because maybe your partner is willing to work with you and they know you've been through something, like say you have that trauma, relationship trauma where you got cheated on multiple times, things like that. So of course you're going to be a little on edge, and your partner might not have nothing to do with that. They might be the type of person that tries to make you feel as secure as possible, but it just doesn't work because you have something that you got to work on. So I would say, work on yourself or leave them alone. Let them be with somebody that's gonna, let them do their thing. trust is important. I went to a pizza place the other day. I took the girls. We went on a date, right? Mm-hmm. And when I say the girls, I mean my babies. We have 3 daughters. So we went on a little pizza date. And this lady was with her man, her husband, I guess it was her husband, and their little girl. As soon as I walk in, she grabs onto her man like somebody was trying to devour this man. I was looking at her like, what is going on? Now, I don't know what issues they've had in the past. Mm-hmm. But she was holding on tight. Like, literally like I was about to be like, what's up, big daddy? You want to leave her to the side and come with me? Like, that's the craziest thing when that kind of stuff happens. But you can't possibly feel good if you feel like you have to do that whenever someone you find attractive comes in the room.
I agree.
That's crazy. So that will never, ever, ever work. Trust, not having that trust, it just doesn't work.
Well, I heard one recently that a man said about his woman that is relevant to the whole trust thing.
Okay.
He said that he would not want his woman to have a male trainer because people be sleeping with their trainers and all this kind of stuff.
They do.
And I know they do.
They do.
But here's my take on it. Okay. If a woman works out 5 days a week, mm-hmm. that means that trainer has 5 hours a week with them. Mm-hmm. There's another, I'm just talking Monday through Friday, not even the 48 hours on the weekend. It's another 115 hours during that week that you have her or access to her. And that man can unravel what you've done to get in that position with her in 5 hours a week. That's all it takes?
It depends on the relationship. Because it could, yeah.
But then you ain't doing your job. That's why with the podcast we did before, when I said I have zero jealousy, zero insecurities, because the pedestal my wife is on, I ain't worried about no dude, no matter what his financial situation is, what he look like. I ain't worried about none of y'all on planet Earth. She could have 10 male trainers.
Period.
When I come in, I'm going to come in like y'all just regular people. I ain't worried about none of y'all.
What's the movie where, was it Along Came Polly, where the guy took...
Ruben.
Ruben.
he took everything.
He took everybody, girl.
Mm-hmm. But I thought that was interesting. That
it is interesting.
You don't want her to have... Cause he said that he didn't want a man pouring into her.
What?
And I was like, again, he only has her for 5 hours. What are you doing in the time you have her?
That, like...
But how can you be that insecure that you believe that somebody can unravel your relationship?
But some people like that, though. Some people feel like, oh... You're jealous. You don't.
Nah, that junk ain't cute.
I like that. Again.
That ain't cute.
Look, we telling y'all what works for us. I couldn't be with somebody. I couldn't be with somebody that was, jealous or that didn't trust me or anything like that. And I wouldn't be with anybody. Grow. Yeah, and I wouldn't be with anybody that was jealous. If I had a jealous bone in my body because of them or just period, then I'm not ready. I got to figure my life out first before I bring anybody else into my craziness.
And that's different from marking your territory, people. We all do that.
Yeah.
Like if you go in a room full of people, what men don't want, we don't want you trying to holler at our women.
Right.
Right? Not in front of her, even if you don't know. So we mark our territory. Right? Women do it too.
Yeah.
So you kind of just
I
like
understand
a dog.
That. I understand
you piss around your girl, make sure all the other fellas know, yo, this one off limits.
Right.
And you're not doing anything weird, hopefully. But you're just letting the fellas in the room know this one's taken, so y'all got to go try somewhere else.
I understand that. Next one.
Isn't that the same thing?
Trust, honesty.
Well, I guess no. Actually, no.
It's not the same.
Yeah. I could trust you, but you ain't got to be honest.
Right.
So, yeah.
Honesty is another key component to a successful and long-lasting relationship. I feel like that's self-explanatory.
Well, not having honesty to me as a man is a form of cowardice.
Okay.
That's the way I see it.
Okay.
Because you're not lying with your boy. At least I hope you're not lying with your boys like that. So why are you lying to your girl?
Some people are just liars.
That's a whole different story.
What is they call? What's the word?
What, pathological liars?
Pathological liars. They just are.
That is true. They lie about stuff for absolutely no reason.
But no reason. You be like, why'd you lie about that?
But a lot of times do lie because they think they're going to get in trouble by their girl.
I mean, they might.
But I was like, how you going to get in? You grown. What you mean get in trouble?
Well, if you feel like you're going to get in trouble, it means that you've done something that you feel isn't right. So
then grow a sack and don't do it or grow a sack and be real about it.
Right. So honesty, key. Communication. I would say communication and comprehension.
Yes.
Because you can communicate as much as you want, but if your partner is not understanding what you talk, the words that are coming out of your mouth, if they're not understanding, then it doesn't matter.
That's true.
Like, you can communicate till you're blue in the face. You can say how you feel, what's going on, what your thoughts are, all these things, your dreams, your goals, your prayers, your manifestations, and they just don't get it. Communication is key.
It's so real. And then don't be upset about slight miscommunications, because that's going to happen. But if it's not a big deal, just let it go.
No mind games, word games. Don't do that to your partner, because also I feel like it's insulting and like it's rude, you know, because you clearly think they're an idiot if you're trying to use the word games, mind games, all that stuff. You think you can get over on them. Don't do that. It's
on top of that,
super
if you're
insulting.
with someone for years, they're gonna know. That means they just probably letting you get away with whatever you think you're doing.
Right.
They already know.
Right. That is very true.
And again, why would you do that to the person you're supposed to love and spend the rest of your life with if you're married? Like, why would you even attempt to manipulate them? What's the point?
I don't know. I don't see a point in it at all. Like
y'all supposed to be manipulating people together.
Don't manipulate anyone if you can help it.
Don't say it if you have to. Like, we in business.
Right.
Manipulation is a part of business. I got to get out of you what I need for my business.
Yeah.
It just is. But we should be working together towards that, not me.
I always say that too, like as far as like working together and, you know, you battle. I tell people this all the time, battle your issues, not each other.
Absolutely.
You know, so like life comes at you hard enough. It comes at us hard enough with health issues, you know, losing people that we love, whether it be losing the relationship with them or losing them like, you know, earthly loss. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a lot of things that we go through already, like work, financial issues, all these different things that we're already dealing with. And then on top of that, I got to battle my partner when I go home.
It's too much.
It's too much. So battle outside. When you come inside, y'all are a team. Like we talk about that all the time. Be a team. You know? So yeah, that's a really big thing for me.
And there's something that's not on this list that I think we should just put in here right now that's important.
What's that?
Roles. Since that's the big thing on social media, what a man's supposed to do, what a woman's supposed to do. It should be what works for you in y'all's relationship.
Right.
That's it.
Right.
Because everything is different.
Yeah.
Like you got some men, they don't want no parts of the house. If a woman is okay with that, then let them be okay. You don't got to say nothing. That's how they work.
Right.
But on the internet, everybody got something to say.
But that's the thing too. You always say this, keep social media out of your relationship. People gonna always have an opinion, like always. And especially strangers, they're gonna always have an opinion. So they are gonna tell you what they think you should do, not knowing the whole story. Keep that out of your relationship as well. But yeah, I agree with you on that.
I don't think there is a such thing as a role in a relationship.
Yeah, I think it's what works for the relationship. Because, like, for example, I don't I don't pump gas. I don't put gas in the cars at all.
Correct.
Could I do it? Absolutely. I know how to do that. But you got it. You tell me all the time. You know, and I ain't got a problem with it.
I do laundry. Some
right.
men don't do laundry. I'm like, why not?
Yeah.
What does it matter?
Right.
I didn't marry a maid.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then for the people who, you know, both people work, full-time jobs, and then the man comes home expecting the woman to continue to work while they get to
that's a lot of relationships.
Whatever it is that they're doing.
Yeah.
I don't understand that either.
Yeah. Again, teamwork is
always
important.
Teamwork.
Yeah. Especially if you have kids or extra responsibilities outside of your daily job tasks.
They letting these people talk about what a simp is and all this and that and what being masculine is. I'm going to tell you right now on this podcast, what a man is supposed to do is take care of home. And it's whatever that means.
Right, to you guys.
I can't tell you what taking care of your home is. You know what that is.
Right.
Take care of home first. Before you take care of anything else, make sure your home is stable. Yeah. Y'all work it out. Figure out what each other's roles are. Are women more nurturing than men by nature? Yes. Mm-hmm. And I'd be like this. Women, nurture your men. But men, y'all still got to figure out how to nurture your women.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? It might not be natural to you, but whatever her love language is, talk to her in that language.
Yeah. Communication. Mm-hmm. Once again. And that brings us to the considering each other's feelings. Man, I can't even begin to express how important that is.
Oh, yeah.
Considering your partner's feelings is like, it should be like, well, it is pretty high on the list, but considering your partner's feelings is so crucial, because if you don't, then you don't have a partner. Like, you can lose that person like this if you don't consider their feelings.
Slide into something else. So if you do something that you know your partner isn't going to like, then you may lie about it afterwards. So now we have an honesty issue, which could lead to a trust issue. So that one thing, because you didn't consider their feelings, leads to something else.
All these different things.
And now you have multiple problems instead of one. And again, if you're going to sit there and say this is the person you want to be with, and since cheating is the big thing that men, and they say they don't want you to cheat, then, you know, men, especially black men, we got to have more discipline. And I think that's mainly what it is. If you know that's a deal breaker for them, then you got to discipline yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to have some discipline.
Consider how your partner would feel if they found out you did this and that. I remember I was on this tour. I won't say which one it was because there's other stories that I've told you guys about. And I don't want y'all to start putting two and two together with certain artists. But I was on this tour, and the dancers, one in particular had a longtime boyfriend. I think fiance, maybe even at the time. And she laid up with these rappers. And she talks about like how their relationship is this and that. She talks about that to us. And so we're like, okay, cool. But then I see you laying up with these rappers. I'm like, tell me if I'm wrong. But if your dude walked in on this bus right now and you laid up under the blanket cuddling, he'd be okay with that? So then she gets up. I'm like, why does it take for a complete stranger in your relationship? I'm not even in the relationship. Why does it take for me to bring that up for you to realize that your dude would not be okay with this? Because what if the roles were reversed and you walk in and he cuddled up with some dancers? You would be pissed. Or I told her, I said, if you wouldn't be, then I'll shut my mouth right now. Because if y'all got a different type of, you know what I mean, like understanding, then let me shut up. Because couples do have their thing. Absolutely. Like some of them be like, hey, do what you want as long as I don't find out about it. Some of them do that because when you go on tour, people get lonely, people get bored, people get this and that. So some couples be like, go ahead, do what you got to do. I just better not find out about it. They weren't that couple. So I was like, if you wouldn't want him doing that to you, don't do that to him. Correct. So again, that goes back into considering your partner's feelings. And discipline. Like if I don't want you doing something to me, I'm not going to turn around and do it to you. Period. That's just, that's simple. I think that's simple rules right there.
It is. And that's why communication is also, when it leads to cheating and all that, communicate what you want. Maybe she will 100% satisfy your needs. Right. That makes being disciplined a little bit easier. You know what I mean? And anything that makes being disciplined easier,
do that. Do that for sure. The next thing on the list.
Where we at?
Don't point out their insecurities.
Yes.
Now, I think I need to explain that because I don't mean don't call people out on their BS. I'm definitely not saying that. But what I am saying is things that make them feel already like bad about themselves, don't continue to point it out. For example, I have freckles. I love my freckles.
I do too.
Very much. You do too. Yeah, you made them even more beautiful to me. But if I did not like them and you're like,
freckle face.
Like, you don't do that to your partner. It's super weird to me. Like, why would you want to make your partner feel bad? That's crazy to me. Or like if they got a little belly on them or a gut or cellulite, like whatever. And I'm talking about men and women, not just women. I'm talking about whatever it is that they might be insecure about, because they already open up and let you know what their insecurities are. That's hard enough. That's hard enough to like open up and let people know, like, this is what bothers me about me. And then you throw it in my face. Like, don't do that to people. I would say, like, don't do that to your partner, because those words, like, you know, hurtful words you cannot take back. And that the feeling that your partner had when you talked about their insecurities, you can't take that back either. Mm-hmm. So, you know, the more you do that, the harder it will be to have a successful relationship. What's the next one? Do you have anything to say about that?
You hit it on the head.
Period. What's the next one?
Appreciate the small things.
Yes.
That is so relevant right now.
Yeah.
Especially with, you know, again, social media and people not wanting to be with somebody that's hardworking, male or female. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, look, if y'all don't have a ton of money and y'all get to take a trip, y'all should appreciate the mess out of that. Mm-hmm. You know, if you just go on a date, appreciate all of that. Mm-hmm. Like,
well, even small things like, you know, if people make, you know, if your partner make you a cup of coffee in the morning, yes. You know what I mean? Little things like
breakfast, or get your lunch ready.
Yeah, little stuff like that. Like, I got up this morning, you know what I'm saying? At 7 o'clock, I worked out. I got up and worked out, and then like I'm in the kitchen 7 in the morning making lunch. You know,
and it was good too.
It was really good. The house was smelling all lunchtimey early in the morning, but yeah, like and little stuff like that.
When your partner does a little extra, let them know that you noticed it. So like, if y'all left in the morning, right, and you was like, "Damn, I gotta clean this house when I come back home," and your man got home early and cleaned the whole house.
Yes,
don't just walk in the house like.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, like you knew the house was trash.
I would say this. I would say that sometimes, you know, I have to check myself because I might not have noticed something. Like, you'll get on me too. You'll be like, excuse me.
Oh, no, I want to be pat on the back. Shoot, I be working hard.
He'll be like, excuse me, did you not see this kitchen is clean to perfection? And I'm like, oh, yes, it is. Thank you, baby. But you know.
And ladies, give your man a little reward. I'm being serious.
I mean, it's very much an incentive.
Yes, give him a little reward. Like, you knew he did something that you wasn't expecting.
That's true. What about us?
We gonna give you a reward regardless.
A reward, like, not just your penis. I'm talking about some more stuff. Take us on a date, you know.
That's still gonna lead to penis.
What's the next thing?
That's why we so simple, man. Like, it's so beautiful.
What's the next thing?
Just give us some booty, and we'll really feel, man. You might get that kitchen cleaned every day.
Yeah, you do clean. You do clean. I was gonna say, well, you need to clean some more then. You do clean pretty good. Thank you.
You have dudes all in the what's it called? The little grease traps.
Not the grease traps.
For some booty.
Not the grease traps. Always do the things that got you the relationship in the first place.
Basically, continue to date.
Yeah.
Continue to
compliment each other.
Yes.
Yeah. Be kind to each other. Mm-hmm. Because a lot of times what happens is in a relationship, a brand new relationship, people are going to show you their representative. That's who you meet. Mm-hmm. This is the person that maybe they want to be, right? Now, could they truly be this person? Absolutely. But a lot of times they're going to put their best foot forward, right? Later on in the relationship, not all relationships, but some, a lot, they start to slack because it's like, how long can I keep up with this? This is
because it's not
a lot. It's not you. Yeah. So be honest when you first start, first of all, because it is a lot to keep up with. Now, if you are adamant about changing yourself, then maybe it is something you do, because you got to start somewhere. Right. So not saying like,
again, discipline.
Yeah.
Because if you're not motivated, if you're disciplined, you don't need to be motivated.
That part.
So like if you're messy and your spouse hates your messiness, mm-hmm. discipline yourself to set an alarm. At this time, I'm going to pick up my clothes. Mm-hmm. Let me just run and pick them up real quick. It'll take me 2 seconds.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you know she hates that. Just try. That's a little bit of discipline right there.
Yeah. And again, act as if it is the beginning of your relationship. Like always impress each other. Be okay with that. Like I love looking good around the house. If we don't go anywhere, it doesn't matter if I'm going anywhere. You'll be like,
somewhere.
You'll be like, oh, you look good. I just want to look maybe good just because. You know what I'm saying? Like continue to flirt with each other. Continue to hold hands if that's what y'all do. If you don't, if y'all got that understanding, that's cool. But you know what I'm saying? Do the things that made you guys keep going in the first place. Keep doing those things. Don't get comfortable. And I don't mean don't get comfortable like you can't wear a bonnet at night. I'm saying like don't get comfortable, like don't drop the ball. You know what I mean? Because again, a lot of times people get comfortable thinking that their place is safe. You think you can't be replaced. So you start slacking off. That don't work. Because somebody, especially nowadays, these people ready to scoop up any little mess up, any little hiccup you got, they ready to be right there to scoop that person up.
Men and women out here that's ready to be married.
Quickly.
They can't find a partner, so.
They want you to mess up.
Right.
They want you to slip up. They want to prove to you, they want to prove to your partner that they can be better for them than you can. If you don't care about that, then hey, so be it. I care about that. I'm not going to drop the ball. I know I got an amazing husband. Like,
well, as a husband, I have a responsibility to keep my wife happy.
Period.
So it's literally whatever I got to do that. And then it's going to come back to me tenfold.
That's true.
So why wouldn't I?
That's true too. So yeah, just keep doing the things that you were doing. What's the next one, baby?
Respect.
Yeah.
Respect each other always.
Yeah.
No disrespect should not be tolerated in any relationship, especially in public. It's bad enough behind closed doors, but in public, y'all should always be a team.
Right.
Nobody should know nothing's going on, and y'all deal what y'all got to deal with behind closed doors. Respectfully. Respectfully. No name calling.
Yeah.
No, because that brings us to the next one when it comes to belittling each other, which is literally disrespect.
Yeah.
There shouldn't be none of that. You shouldn't be calling your woman out her name. She shouldn't be calling you out of. I don't care how mad y'all get at each other.
That's true, because you can't take it back.
Yep. Words
Words
have power.
Yeah, they do.
A lot of power.
They can hurt you. They can heal you. You know, so use your words wisely when you're talking to your partner.
People.
It really can.
They can make you do things to yourself.
You know what I can't stand is when somebody's like, "Oh, I didn't mean that," and they like constantly like breaking you down verbally.
You shouldn't have said it in the first place.
Think before you speak when you're talking to your partner, especially. I mean, anyone. But when you're talking to your partner, think before you speak.
You say what you mean and you mean what you say. And I believe everybody does this. So you can apologize after. But I believe if you said it, you meant it, or else you wouldn't have said it. That's just how I am.
And if you're the type that just pop off, again, you'd be like, dang, I didn't mean to say that. I didn't mean to say it that way. Again, discipline. Think about what you're about to say. Is this going to hurt my partner? Is this going to help us?
If you're dealing with somebody like me, you already messed up because I'm taking you verbatim. Tone, words, everything verbatim. You say what you mean and you mean what you say.
There you have it. Listen to each other.
That still goes right back to respect.
Yeah.
Like, everybody's by now has heard the saying, you got 2 ears and 1 mouth. Listen twice as much as you talk. That means something. Like, listen. Everybody be so quick to respond. Don't even know what's being said.
Yeah.
But you already got your response ready. It's like because you're not listening to your partner. You're not listening to what they're saying. You're just ready to defend yourself. And being defensive in a relationship, for what?
Yeah.
For what? Just work it out calmly. Listen to what they got to say. They listen to what you got to say. And it goes back and forth. And guess what? Y'all solve problems instead of creating them.
I would say, too, if it's something that you have a hard time doing, but you guys are a great couple, you know, you get along pretty well, but you have a hard time listening to each other, help.
At that point,
counselor.
Yeah, get some therapy.
Get a mentor.
Yep.
Because that's what they're going to tell you to do. They're going to help you sit down and talk.
Together.
You said that's why they
can't communicate like that. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
It's hard for some couples to work together because of that couple dynamic.
Yeah.
They have trouble listening to each other and everybody think they right. And
yeah. So I would say definitely counseling, mentorship, that helps. Because if you're missing some of these things in your relationship, but you want to add them and you're willing to add them, you should be all right. Y'all should be just fine.
And it'll start with having a conversation about them, about the things you would like to add or be better at.
Yeah.
Just have that conversation, usually somewhere nice, private, over some dinner. Y'all have a serious conversation and be like, I want to take our relationship to the next level, so let's start working on these things.
Yes.
And this is even if you're married already.
Absolutely.
You can always elevate.
The thing is, though, as people, we're constantly evolving. We're constantly changing, right? Like, again, life happens. So, shoot, life could have beat you down real bad, so you're different, real bad. So you're different now. Or life could have lifted you up, right? So you're different now. You have different mindset. You know, constantly talk to each other about how you can continue to be great together and how you can continue to have a successful relationship. That's important. Like, literally every night we sit and talk about whatever, but we're communicating every night. Every night we're pouring into each other. Every night we're complimenting each other, or we talk about, hey, I wasn't too fond when you did this. How can we fix that? Because I don't like that. Don't do that no more. You know what I'm saying? Why are you smiling at me like that?
What time we leaving?
What does that have to do with anything? Anyways.
I want to show you how much I appreciate you.
Great.
That's
Keep
honesty.
that same energy.
I'm giving you my honesty.
Keep that same energy. So with that being said, taking constructive criticism. Again, we sit and we talk about that. Like, I'll always ask you, how can I be a better wife? Like, I always ask you that. You know, I go through my tangents too, where I'm like, is my purpose being filled? Am I being a great mom? Am I being a great wife and friend? Oh, I could be a better friend. I'm so busy.
See, you know, I just deal with as men.
I go through that. I do. I mean, because, I'm always trying to be a better version of myself.
That's just you. A competitor.
I am a competitor. I have a competitive spirit. I am an overachiever. So I'm always like, how can I
am too.
How can I be better at this? So taking constructive keyword criticism, and knowing how to give constructive criticism, knowing how to take it, that matters. That's important.
I agree.
What's the next one?
Ooh, my favorite.
What?
Make love, have plenty of intimacy, or sometimes you just need some sex, just straight up, straight down.
Yeah.
But especially once you get married, oh my Lord, don't let the kids stop you. Like,
oh, they such haters.
They are the biggest haters on the planet. Do not let them stop you. If you gotta lock them in a room for a second, or lock yourselves in the room.
Mommy, Daddy.
Late night. I know y'all got to get up early for work. Hey, take the time.
So speaking of, y'all, I have to tell y'all something really funny. My grandmother keeps on letting us know how thin our walls are. She'll be like, yeah, can y'all hear me when I get up? And I'm like, no. Oh, because I can hear y'all. I didn't ask what can she hear, because I'm trying my hardest not to even go there with her. And she's like, you hear me when I get up to go to the restroom? I flush the toilet. I figured y'all can hear because the walls are real thin. You can pretty much hear everything. And I'm like,
oh, I said we ain't want nobody in that room in the first place.
That's what I said. There's a room right next to our room.
But it has the closet and the bathroom.
No, she said the walls are thin. She lets me know almost every day that the walls are thin. And I'm like, that. She's like, they ain't got no kind of soundproof nothing in there. And I'm just like,
yeah, the next house we get will have the setup of the last house. Our room needs to be separated from the rest of the house. Yeah.
So yeah, definitely keep the lovemaking and the intimacy top priority. Yes. One of the top priorities. One.
But it's got to happen.
Yeah, I mean, because that's also a form of connection, right? That's a form of connecting.
Intimacy don't mean sex, though.
Right, absolutely.
Whatever y'all need.
Right. Yeah, but a lot of
not trying to beat cheeks or get their cheeks because people be tired, all that. But
no, intimate.
If it's a cuddle session,
absolutely.
Late night movie with some popcorn,
conversation.
You know sitting on the patio with a candle.
Yeah.
Whatever it is.
Yeah, we do all those things.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, intimacy can be so many things. Talking to each other about your dreams and goals and lifting each other up and motivating each other, manifesting. All that goes back to, all those things. Real friendship. That's really important. Like, you can be with somebody, but the best type of relationship, the best type of like intimate relationship is to be really be friends with your partner, because that way, like how you look at your best friend, how you look at your close friends, you never want to hurt them.
Correct. You got a best
You never
friend,
want to disrespect them. You never want to.
You don't cheat on them.
You tell them. You talk about a lot of stuff. You guys laugh together. Y'all can joke around. Y'all can
party together. Y'all go on trips together.
Like your partner should be your friend.
Even as men, you're not out here like, man, how can I crush my homeboy today?
Right. Like, and if that's the case, y'all not friends at all. But a real friendship, like it's nothing like being married to your best friend. It's the dopest thing. It's really, really cool. Like, I love laughing with you, talking to you, joking around. Like, if y'all didn't know, I'm married to a smart ass, and and I'm okay with that. I love that because he always got jokes. He always like being silly.
I don't take nothing too serious until it's time to take stuff serious.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. Like, you definitely add even more color, because my life is colorful. Okay, but you add the vibrancy to it,
obviously,
to the color. So I appreciate that. But real friendship is important. And that goes into the next one, which is
support each other. Support each other's dreams. Support each other's will. Like, I don't know. I don't even know how to describe it. Just be there for one another. That's the easiest way. Whatever they need, you're supposed to be that person. Yeah. That way, men, if you got insecurities about anything, you ain't got to worry about her going nowhere to get anything from anybody else, because you got her.
Yeah. And not only that, like, you want to be their biggest cheerleader. You know what I'm saying? So that means a lot to someone that is with you, because if they're with you, a lot of times they value your opinion. And if you're constantly supporting them, that gives them confidence. You want to see your partner win. So you want to constantly, lift them up, give them that support that they need, that outside support that they need that's outside of themselves.
Yeah, whatever they're going through in their life, at work, or, if
personally,
if they have kids, without you, if you're there, support.
Yeah. Dream together. We talked about this for sure. So something really cool that we talk about a lot is how in our lowest moments, we still found the energy to dream together. Like, I remember being so broke, struggling so bad, but we would still go take walks and look at like these big homes that we always dreamed of being in. I mean, I'm talking $33 in the bank account. Ain't got no business looking at these houses.
$33 in the bank account looking at $33 million houses.
Yeah. No business looking at them. But to us,
we went to that house in Malibu?
Yeah, and we had the nerve to be like,
That junk was $6 million.
Yeah, I remember.
Barely able to afford gas in that car at the time.
Yeah. But dreaming together is one of the coolest things, because you also have something to work towards together as well. So that's always super like inspiring too, because when you get to that point, so say wherever you started at, you dream together, you get to that point together, it makes you even stronger. Because I know for us, like, we're a very strong couple because of what we've been through together, and because of the dreams that we've had together, and because of the things that we've accomplished together. So I would definitely say, do your best to dream together. And it doesn't have to be career stuff, like whatever dreams that you have, like you said, children or traveling or whatever your thing is, do it together. It's helpful. It's beneficial, I'll say. We talked about the no mind or word games. Okay, so we said dream together. Also, empower each other.
Absolutely.
That goes back to complimenting each other,
supporting each other,
pointing out each other's strengths and not just the weaknesses,
and keeping it real with each other.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and I ain't trying to be funny, but if somebody's got a goal and it's unrealistic for them,
mm-hmm.
and y'all know what that means. Like, if somebody ain't never been to school, but now they saying they want to be a rocket scientist, and they gonna do it next week, it's not realistic,
right?
You know what I mean? And that's, I don't want to get too detailed because people be like, oh, this or that. I'm just saying, y'all know what's unrealistic in your life.
Right.
Be realistic. And if they're not being realistic, let them know they're not being realistic, but let them know why.
Mm-hmm.
And then bring them into reality and let's find something that is beneficial for you.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how you help each other.
Yeah, that is empowering each other, though.
Mm-hmm.
You know? What's the next one, babe?
Oh, the last two should just go together.
Yeah.
Grow and laugh together.
Yeah. That's kind of like friendship.
Yes.
You know?
It's a lot of friendships. And I feel like for men, we, you know, the whole best friend thing with your woman, there's experiences that you can have with your woman you can't have with your homeboys. You know what I mean? Women can have a few more experiences than men with their girlfriends because of the way women are.
Mm-hmm.
But I love Corey. I'm not taking Corey to Santorini.
Right.
That's weird. You know what I'm saying? That's weird. We'll go to Vegas and kick it. Right. Santorini's like a love destination. You know what I'm saying?
It's just a pretty place.
Could two women go to Santorini? Absolutely. And nobody would think anything different of it. If me and Corey go to Santorini and start taking pictures together, they're going to be like,
interesting.
You know, like me and him not going to the Maldives.
Right.
It's weird. You know what I'm saying? Like, so there's experiences you can have with your lady that you can't have with your homeboy. So treat your lady accordingly. Yeah. You know?
I mean, I'm going to just end that right there. Oh, we could just end it like right there. Just cut. That's it. We're done. Wrap it up. That's it. We're done. I'm done. I ain't got nothing else to say.
Good, because
what does that mean? You said so much without saying anything.
Yeah.
Anywho.
Just want to do some things for a little bit of change, baby.
I hope that this helped you guys a lot. Or, you know, just take some of these things. If some don't apply to you, then don't use it. But I feel like all of the things that we said are pretty helpful towards relationships. So hopefully we were of some assistance with that. And make sure to comment any questions, comments, or concerns on our Instagram, where you'll follow us at The Perfect Couple Podcast, and our individual Instagram accounts and TikTok at Keaira LaShae.
At KP _ the CEO.
Yes. Now from a word from Now a word from our sponsors. If you're looking to up your nutrition game, make sure to check us out at justmovesupplements.com, a premium vegan supplement brand with proteins that taste like it came from your grandma's kitchen and energy supplements that taste like Kool-Aid. Make sure to check us out at justmovesupplements.com. Are you ready for a crazy transformation? Check out ifyoucanmove.com to experience a variety of fun workouts like dance, kickboxing, calisthenics, and monthly fitness challenges that get you amazing results. And don't forget to download the app.
Go to teamlashae.com for all your fitness accessory needs, from gloves to booty bands and everything in between.
Check out PageAndAmari.com for luxury and athleisure wear. Look stylish at the gym, on a date, or just hanging out.
Show your love for Black culture with sayit-loud.com, our statement brand that highlights Black excellence.
Thank you guys so much for listening. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to leave a review, 5-star if you can, and
comment, like,
keep coming back,
follow, whatever the case may be.
Support. Keep coming back. Thank you guys so much.
Peace.